How much does it cost to live at Disney World? It's a question a lot of fans have thought about before. You're on a trip, you're ready to go home, but you don't want to. You start thinking about what would it take to stay an extra day, or 2 days, or a week, or a month. And before you know it, you're wondering what would it take to just live at Disney World because you love it so much and you don't want to leave. Now, if you've ever planned a Disney World vacation, you know that's a really tough question to ask because there are just so many variables. What hotel are you staying at? What are you going to be eating? Are you going to the parks every day? Are you going to do park hopping? Do you want to go to the water parks? All of these play into how much a Disney vacation costs, and similarly, they all play into what it would cost to live there for an entire year. I created 3 different scenarios for how much it would cost to spend an entire year at Walt Disney World. So this first package is the value package. It has us staying at the All-Star Sports Resort, which is one of Disney's lower end resorts that's cheaper. It's a regular room, no preferred view, no pool view. It has us getting an annual pass, a platinum annual pass, which means we could go to any of the parks on any day of the year, no blackout dates. And as for food, it is assuming that we're going to have 3 quick service meals a day. Now, to calculate the cost of an average quick service meal, I use the dining plan calculator tool over on DizTripPlanner.com, which is a cool tool that you can use to figure out if the dining plans are worth it for you when you're taking your trip to Disney. So first up is entry into the parks. A platinum annual pass will run you $797.69. Now, nearly $800 to get into the theme parks might seem like a lot of money, but if you do go to the parks every single day that year, it ends up coming out to about $2.19 a day, which isn't that bad. As for food, 3 quick service meals a day for an entire year will run you $14,245.95. That's quite a lot of money for Disney food, but not as much as living on Disney property, because a year at the All-Star Sports, according to wdwinfo.com, which had the 2016 rack rates, which is where I pulled all these numbers from, a year at All-Star Sports would run you $52,354. And altogether, this package will run you $67,397.64. And that's the cheap package. All right, on to the moderate package. The moderate package has us staying at the Port Orleans French Quarter. Now for this, I went from the standard room to the garden view. It's a little bit nicer. You're not looking at a parking lot, but at the same time, it's also not the fanciest room that you can get over at Port Orleans. I also changed the dining plan so that we went from having 3 quick service meals a day to having 2 quick service meals a day and then 1 table service meal a day. Table service, for people who don't go to Disney, just means you're sitting down, you're getting waited upon. It's a little bit more money. On top of that, I've also upgraded the annual pass to the Platinum Plus, which has everything the Platinum does, although now you can go to water parks. Again, we're stepping it up to moderate. Now, a Platinum Plus pass, say that 5 times fast, with tax will run you $882.89. Now, with the table service worked in, food is bumped up to $19,268.35, so a little more expensive there. And that nicer room over at the Port Orleans is going to run you $86,618 for the entire year. That brings up the total cost of the moderate package to $106,769.24. Can't forget the 24 cents, it's important. But maybe spending over $100,000 to live at Disney World for a year isn't enough for you. You want to spend a little bit more? Don't worry. We have the Deluxe Package. Now, the Deluxe Package has us staying at the Contemporary Resort. This is one of, if not the most expensive hotel at Disney World. And we're not just staying at any old room on the floor over in the garden area. No, this is in the tower, which is where the monorail goes through, and it has a park view, which is a little more expensive than the bay view. On top of that, we've upped our eating from 1 table service and 2 quick service a day to 2 table service and 1 quick service. And again, we're going to be using the Platinum Plus pass, which is the most expensive Disney World exclusive annual pass, and it lets you go to any of the parks and any of the water parks. So the Platinum Plus pass is the same price as it was in the last package, $882.89. The food price has gone up though. You see, with 2 table service meals and the quick service meal, which by the way, the table service meals do include the tip and tax, food for a year is going to run you $24,838.25. Here's the doozy. Staying at the Value Hotel ran about $52,000 a year. Staying at the Moderate bumped it up to about $86,000 a year. But the Deluxe Hotel, a year in the Contemporary, in the tower, facing the theme park, is going to cost you $261,483. That brings the deluxe package to a total of $287,204.14. So there you have it. As most people suspect when they think about this question, it would cost a lot of money, no matter what you're doing, to live at Disney World for a year. A couple of things I didn't take into account. For one, throughout the year, they have a lot of specials and hotel discounts for holidays, and depending on availability, you can get lower prices for where you stay. On top of that, if you're an annual pass holder, you get a lot of cool discounts, and one of them is 10% off of certain restaurants on certain days of the week. So, when you factor those into it, the price can come down a little bit. I imagine it wouldn't be too much, not enough to make this a reality for anybody, but it is something to consider. Now, what I would love to hear from all of you is if you got to spend a year to live at Disney World, which hotel would it be at? That was a big element of pulling these numbers, and personally, I just picked 3 hotels from each tier that I enjoyed the most. Let me know in the comments below, or you can let me know on Twitter. I'm at RobPlays. If you want to see more Disney videos just like this, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button. I create 3 a week. I want to thank you all for watching. Whatever you're doing this week, make the most of it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Did you know that in the early 1990s, Disney had plans to open a theme park in Virginia all about America? The proposed park was called Disney's America, and it actually has an interesting history because it sort of came from not the failure but the hardships of another Disney park, Euro Disney,